Hi everyone, this is Serene Taffaha from Advocate Me. Thank you so much to everyone, to all the beautiful supporters, and to our gorgeous clients, um, and to all the stories that you have freely shared with me and my team, to all the learnings we are garnering, and to all the understanding that we're making, and we are very, very close now to lodging and consolidating the thousands of stories that we've gotten from all around Australia. These are your voices, they need to be heard, they need to be properly consolidated, and we need to be united in this mission. It is not one client, this is many, many clients and many, many voices. And so there's a lot of work to get done, but the process of uniting together has been really wonderful, and creating these networks. These networks are not just about our class action, these networks are about permanent networks in terms of moving forward as a society, moving forward as a community, and creating the connections that are necessary for us to actually affect and make change. It won't happen right away, but it will happen with our support for each other, for not being judgmental, and most certainly for being patient. Now, my post today is about a very specific group, which is religion. The religious um, unity is also very important here. I come from an Islamic background, and I'm proud of that. We've been taught up, we've been brought up by my mother to respect and love all my Christian cousins and aunties, and share and celebrate with their beliefs. Also, Jewish friends and the diverse and wonderful groups from all around the world through a Buddhist and Taoist and Hindu faiths. What I've seen in terms of the inconsistencies and the lack of serious consideration in terms of applying nasty ad hoc measures that have truly separated religious gatherings and religious groups from that very essential connection through their communities and through their membership and through their participation in prayer, in joint to Jesus and to Allah, and to all of the various different colorful beliefs, and faiths and denominations. And what hurts me the most is what I see as the real filth of comparison. We're told by the Queensland government, as an example, that sex parties can continue on. Okay, we can really thank some of the dirtiest places in Australia, and Queensland really rates up there in terms of allowances that are made in the sex industry, where PPE and masks become a fetish. And meanwhile, we're being told by government as religious groups, and there's some very strong lobby groups, whether it's the ACL, Australian Christian Lobby Group, Greek Orthodox, Catholic even, groups, where they're told by government that they can't congregate, even if they social distance. But sex parties are allowed in Queensland. Yes, sex parties are allowed in Queensland, but no dancing at weddings. And definitely in Victoria, no social gatherings. Even though in other places you're still allowed to do that and gather, as in certain cafes and shops and whatnot, but no to religious gatherings, but yes to PPE as fetish. This is a problem. This is a really big problem. This is an insult to all religious groups. And and I thought some groups are going to have a bigger say, but what they're ending up doing is just merely groveling, begging, going, please, government, instead of going, oh my Lord, I need to be strong for my faith and demand that these inconsistencies and inconsiderations are properly addressed, and that the deep depression and sadness that many people feel being disconnected from their religious groups, especially in Australia, the faith that brings a lot of people together, a faith in Jesus, there's an assault on that. If people can't see that, it's quite breathtaking. And being brought up by my mother to really respect faith and religion, even though I've questioned it vigorously in my life, I still fundamentally understand and connect very deeply with the need to have those fundamental connections in the community. And what we're seeing is a deep assault on that. Meanwhile, sex parties can continue. And we're being patronised in terms of the fact that somehow being in religious groups or attending churches, which are extremely clean places, mosques and Buddhist temples and Hindu temples and all sorts of manner of Baha'i and all these gatherings, even though you could very well gather and sing and praise and be with the Lord by social distancing, let's say, we're told, no, you can't. The government is going to tell you when you can socialise and when you can't. The government is going to tell you can't leave the house after 8 p.m. My mum never gave me a curfew because she trusted me. That's right. The government doesn't trust us. And meanwhile, construction companies, large ones by the way, so small construction companies have been pulled out, small and medium, from the community, real pull from providing those services. And the government has just contracted itself to large companies like CPB contractors. And they're all out at night. Everyone's out at night. The construction workers, all out at night. More inconsistencies. More contradictions. So somehow, the virus doesn't attack sex parties, but it'll attack religious gatherings. It will only attack you if you're not a construction worker, preferably male, with some tools. Because if you had tools and you're preferably male, out at night, the virus doesn't attack you. But it'll only attack you, likely, if you're a woman. More likely chance you'll be attacked. So if people can't assess and see these critical contradictions and still under delusion that somehow there's some science or some method in the madness, then we've got another thing coming in society. We've really, really and truly lost our compass. So what I want to say to the religious groups, join my class action. Many of you are extremely wealthy. Many of you are extremely well connected. Australian Christian Lobby Group, join my class action. Greek Orthodox, join my class action. Catholic Church, that will be quite a sight. Join my class action. Muslims, Muslim mosques. Join my class action. You're my community. Join my class action. Because the virus is not going to kill us at church or at a mosque. No more, no less than Coles or Safeway or sex parties.